Hello boys and girls, it's so good to see you again and get to make our first math video for Unit 2. So I hope that Unit 1 went well and that you worked really hard, and I'm sure you did a great job on everything. And I hope you're enjoying this time at home as well, but I still really miss you guys and I can't wait to see you all, and hopefully we can be back together again soon. So let's go ahead and pray together since this is the first one for our second unit. So if you're at home, bow your heads and close your eyes. Dear Lord, thank you for this day. Thank you for another day to get to come and make some videos for the children today. Pray that you would help me as I teach, that I would teach in a way that helps the children to understand what they need to learn, and just continue to keep us all safe and healthy. In Jesus' name, amen. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. The first thing we're going to do today is we're going to review counting money. Now, I know we did this in our last video, but let's do it again because you are practicing it on your math pages in this unit. Find my pointer. So remember, whenever we're counting money and the coins are all mixed up, we always start with the coin that is worth the greatest amount. In this case, the coin that is worth the greatest amount are our 2 quarters. So we're going to count those first, and we count quarters by 25s. 25, 50. Now look for the coin that is worth the next greatest amount, and that would be our dimes. A dime is worth 10 cents. So since we stopped at 50 cents, we're just going to count by 10 starting at 50. 60, 70. Now the next coin would be the nickel, and a nickel is worth 5 cents. So we're at 70, so let's count by 5s. 75, and then we just need to count our penny, which is worth 1 cent. 75, 76. So this is worth 76 cents. All right. The next thing we're going to talk about is fractions. Now, we've already gone over fractions a little bit. Look right here at these cards. Remember, this circle is divided into half. The purple part of this circle is 1/2 of the whole circle. This circle is divided into 3 parts. So the purple part of this circle is 1/3 of the whole circle because it's 1 piece out of all 3 pieces. This circle is divided into 4ths because there are 4 parts. The colored part is 1 out of 4. I'll show you the back. 1/4. Now, I've got some yummy looking Snickers today. Now, they aren't real Snickers, they're just paper Snickers, but we're gonna pretend they're real. I wish I could eat them all right now, but I better not because paper is not good for you. But let's look at these Snickers. This one, I have drawn a line, and this one is divided into half. So I'm gonna fold it so that you can see what half of it would look like. This is about half of the Snickers. This Snickers bar is divided into thirds. There's 1, 2, 3 parts to this Snickers bar. I want to show you 1/3 of that. Oops, dropped my Snickers. This is 1/3 of the Snickers bar. This Snickers is divided into 4ths. 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Let me show you what 1/4 would look like. Okay, so I've got them all divided up. We know this is a whole Snickers bar, the whole thing, it's one whole. Which part is bigger? Half of it, 1/3 of it, or 1/4 of it? Let me hold them all up here together so you can see and compare the sizes better. This is 1/2 of the Snickers. This is 1/3 of the Snickers. This is 1/4 of the Snickers. I hope you can easily tell that half of the Snickers bar is bigger than the other 2. Which one is the smallest Snickers part? I hope if you can tell that 1/4 of it is the smaller part. The more you divide something into parts, the smaller each part gets. We had a whole pizza sitting here in front of the class. That is a really big pizza, one whole. If I just divide that pizza in half, there's going to be 2 parts, and that means those 2 parts are going to be really big. So you're going to want half of the pizza more than you would want a third or a fourth. The more we start dividing it up, the smaller the pieces get. The more people you have to share it with, the smaller the pieces get, so that everybody gets a part of it. Let's talk about this some more. So when we're looking at fractions like this, 1/2, 1/3, and 1/4, the bottom number in a fraction, the number 2, the number 3, and the number 4, is called the denominator. Now you don't have to know that word right now, but you will learn it soon. But the denominator is the bottom number in a fraction, the number on the bottom. And the denominator tells us how many parts something is divided into, how many parts there are altogether. So for example, look at this circle. There are 2 parts. It is divided into half. So the denominator tells us that this circle is divided into half. There are 2 parts. That's what the number 2 tells us. Look at this one, 1/3. The denominator in this number is the 3 because it's on the bottom. The denominator is always on the bottom, and it tells us how many parts something is divided into. So since this one has a 3 on the bottom, guess how many parts our circle is divided into? 3, that's right. Let's look at this one. Take a minute at home and see if you can figure this out by yourself. Which one of these numbers tells us how many parts the circle is divided into? I hope you said 4. 4 is the denominator. It tells us that this circle is divided into 4 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, which one of these would be bigger? Half of it, 1/3 of it, or 1/4 of the circle? 1/2 is going to be biggest. 1/3 will be the next biggest, the one in the middle, and 1/4 is the smallest amount that these are divided into. So when you need to figure out which fraction would be bigger, 1/2, 1/3, or 1/4, the fraction with the smaller denominator, the smaller number on the bottom, is actually the bigger fraction, because remember, the fewer pieces you have to divide something into, the bigger it is. Would you rather share a candy bar with 2 people or with 4 people? If you're only going to share it with 2 people, you each are going to get a piece this size, and the other person's going to get a piece this size. But if you have to share that candy bar with 4 people, then the size of your piece is going to be this big instead of this big. So I would rather share it with only 2 people than 4 people, even though sharing is very kind and a wonderful thing to do. But if you want more of your candy bar, then you only need to split it with 2 people. So keep in mind, the fraction with the smaller number on the bottom is actually the bigger fraction, because you're only sharing it with 2 people instead of 4 people. All right, now I'm going to come and move the camera and point it toward our calendar, and we are going to go over our calendar for this month. Okay, sorry about all that moving around. Let me grab my pointer. Okay, this month is the month of April, and we are still in the year of 2020. April is the January, February, March, April, the 4th month of the year. We are still in the season of spring, and today, the day I'm making this video, it is sunny outside. So it's a wonderful day to get to play outside today. Today, the day I'm making this video, now when you watch this video, the day will be different, but today's date when I'm making the video is Thursday, April the 9th, 2020. And Thursday the 9th is the second Thursday in April. Can you find the third Tuesday in April? I hope you found it. Right here's Tuesday. We just count down 1, 2, 3 till we land on the third Tuesday, and that is April 21st. Now, we have a lot of special events in this month. The biggest holiday in this month is Easter, and it is this Sunday, April the 12th. Now, by the time you watch this video, Easter will probably already have passed, but we're going to talk about it anyways. We have 4 birthdays in our class this year, and actually 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, I believe we have 5 birthdays in this month. Yes, we do. 2 people is on the same day. And I really miss getting to celebrate your birthdays at school, but let's go over them together in this video. So on April the 2nd, that was Rylan and Amy's birthday. And then on April the 12th, the same day as Easter, is Channing's birthday. And then on April the 20th is Miss Casey's birthday. And then April 26th is Eli's birthday. So happy birthday to all of you, and I hope you have a wonderful birthday. So this month again is April, and today's date is Thursday the 9th. Now remember, when you watch this video and you do this on your math page, the day that you are working on it will be different than the day I'm making this video. So just ask your parents what day of the month it is. All right. Can you find the 4th Friday of this month? First thing you do is go up to the top and find Friday, and then count down till you find the 4th one. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 4th one is April 24th. Let's say the months of the year together. January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. On your math page that you are doing in this unit, days 1, 2, and 3, this is the first math page that you'll be doing. Remember, we've already done things like this about talking about ordinal numbers like 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So this says mark the bubble under the 3rd cap from the left. So you're going to start the left. Remember, the left is this way. And you're going to circle the 3rd one. 1, 2, 3. Or mark the bubble under the 3rd one, I mean. So you would bubble the green one. So read your directions very, very carefully. Remember, anything with an X on it means you do not have to do that part. So anything I've crossed out, don't do that part. Let me find the other page I want to show you. You don't have to do any of the back of this page. This is the page about fractions that we just talked about in our on the board. Right here, you need to circle the number that shows the total parts of the fraction. Remember, that's the denominator, the bottom number. So you just circle the bottom number. Put 1/2, 1/4, and 1/3 in order from least to greatest. Remember, even though 2 is smaller than 4 and 3, 1/2 is bigger than 1/4 and 1/3 because you're only sharing it with 2 people. Mark the bubble under the correct sign. Do some money problems. And this page is your calendar page. So you'll write the month right here and then complete the calendar. You may pause the video so that you can use this calendar to help you. Remember, you know what number is behind the cards that are covered up because they just go in order. All right, and then answer the questions about this calendar down here. All right, well, that is all for this video. Remember, as always, to work hard and do your best. And I can't wait to see your work when you turn it back in, and I can't wait to see you on our next video.